Hey guys, Game Freak Zach here. A lot of people have been asking me, and I was here to actually get asked this question. Hey Zach, we know you're a One Piece freak, so tell us, why did all the voice change in One Piece about 3 months ago? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Flashback to when One Piece first came to America. Fans of the Japanese version were like, hey, that's an awesome anime, I've seen the Japanese version, I can't wait to see it in English. And of course, new fans were going to arrive by seeing One Piece for the first time. You know what? The One Piece that came to America was utter crap. You're probably thinking, oh, Zach, but it was an awesome anime in Japan, why did it flop over here? 4Kids Entertainment, that's why. 4Kids Entertainment is a company that makes television shows for kids, hence the name. They're usually making their own shows, targeting younger individuals, but they got their hands on a anime more made for teenagers and young adults. So what they did was they dumbed it down a lot. They dumbed it down and watered it down from a Y14 rating to a Y7. It's a big change. And they cut out a total of 40 episodes. They made major plot holes, such as cutting out the Laboon arc, which is a very important happening later part of the story. I won't give away, to those people who haven't seen the Japanese version. And not only did they water it down, but they gave everybody bad voices. Well, Zolo's voice was okay, but the lines that they had to speak. Luffy once said, "Zolo, it's time to go." I almost puked in my mouth when I heard that. That was just bad. That was just bad jokes. Everybody's trying to make a joke at the worst possible time. Even in the heat of battle, Luffy could get some kind of stupid joke to say. And speaking of the voice acting, Sanji, great chef with a deep Brooklyn accent. Now throw in a stuffy nose. What do you get? A crappy voice, that's what you get. I don't know what went through 4Kids' mind when they put that in. I also did some name changes, but not many. They cut out a lot of the blood and violence. Probably thinking, well, Zach, you still haven't answered my first question. I'll get to that now, since fans of the Japanese version weren't getting what they wanted. They were like, One Piece is the shit in Japan, but here it's just shit. And so now, guess what? Nobody was watching it. Nobody was watching One Piece anymore. This caused 4Kids to forfeit the license to One Piece. One Piece fans all sung in joy of the day that was announced. And they probably wondered, well, who has it now? Funimation Entertainment, that's who has it now. Funimation Entertainment dubs anime. I think they are a dubbing company, and they gave you great anime dubs, such as Full Metal Alchemist and Dragon Ball Z, among others. They gave everybody new voices that fit their character. Sanji no longer has a deep Brooklyn accent. They're keeping the script relatively the same, so no bad jokes. One Piece is funny on its own. They don't need bad jokes to back it up. And for our wise Pervy Sage and TV.com, Warner Broman, they kept cleavage. 4Kids cut that out. They're not gonna skip any episodes. No episode skipping. It's a good thing. And One last thing. They're keeping the original openings, only dubbing them in English. Now, what 4Kids did is take the original opening and change it into a rap. Please don't still those find out the trigger in the grand line? Yeah, that one. You can look it up anywhere. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing. It's too horrible. And now with the new, never mind. You're probably thinking, well, what about the fans that were turned off of One Piece earlier? Well, sadly, unfortunately, unless you're a One Piece freak, you don't know that Funimation now owns the license. You're all in the dark about this. Unless you know Sukento on YouTube. It would only take 5 minutes from a public service announcement or something telling that Funimation has a license now, but no. That's about all I've got to say in this little rant. I just want to give a shout out to all my friends on TV.com. And one last thing I forgot. If you go on TV.com on the One Piece boards, you've probably heard me, Game Freak Zach, or another user, Matt Perosky, say this. 4Kids is actually not a bad company. Their original creations aren't that bad. It's just when they come to anime, they totally suck. That's their only problem. Stop dubbing anime, 4Kids. Go back to what you're doing best. No, that's about it for me.